I reacted physically after my cousin repeatedly hurt me. I'm 13, 5'5", 90 pounds soaking wet, because my body just doesn't hold on to weight no matter what I eat. My little cousin Harlow is 11, and she's built like a linebacker. When we were small, she used to tickle me and play fight with me, and it never hurt because I was bigger. Somewhere in the last 2 years, that flipped. Now at every family thing, she comes at me the second she spots me. Bear hugs that knock the wind out of me, punches to the arm that leave marks by dinner. Last year she picked up a habit of biting, not play biting, hard enough to leave teeth marks that stayed purple for a week. Her parents, my Aunt Denise and Uncle Paul, think it's hilarious. She just loves you so much, Aunt Denise says every single time. Like that explains bruises on someone half her size. I've asked her nicely. I've told her it hurts. I've cried right in front of her, and she laughed harder. Like my crying was the funny part. This year's reunion was at my grandma's house in July, hot enough that everyone was sweating through their shirts by noon. Harlow found me out by the pool around 2. She wrapped her arm around my neck from behind before I even saw her coming, and dragged me into a headlock. Say uncle, she said, laughing right into my ear. I couldn't get a full breath. I clawed at her arm and told her to let go. She squeezed tighter, like it was a game. Then she bit down on my forearm. I felt her teeth break the skin. I screamed. Blood ran down my arm and dripped onto the pool deck. I didn't think about it. My free hand swung back and I slapped her across the face as hard as I could. She let go and stumbled backward, and the whole yard went dead silent except for her screaming. Aunt Denise came running so fast she nearly went into the pool. What is wrong with you? She screamed at me, grabbing Harlow's face to check it. She's 11 years old. You hit an 11-year-old. Uncle Paul got right up in my face. You could have really hurt her. I held up my arm, blood still running down to my elbow. She bit me. Look at this. So you slap a child? Aunt Denise snapped. You're 13. You're supposed to know better than her. My dad had been standing right there and hadn't said a word. Once Harlow's parents dragged her inside, he pulled me aside. You shouldn't have slapped her, he said. You could have just pushed her off. She had me in a headlock, Dad. I couldn't push her off. I could barely breathe. He rubbed his face and sighed. For a second, I thought he was going to side with them completely. Then he said, but I'm glad you finally stood up for yourself. I've watched her hurt you for 2 years, and nobody's done anything about it. My mom didn't hesitate at all. She looked at my arm once and said we were leaving for urgent care right then, reunion or not. The doctor took one look at the bite and went quiet. Human bites get infected fast, she told us, and this one had broken skin badly enough that I needed antibiotics and a tetanus shot. Then she asked me to roll my sleeves up further and to lift the bottom of my shirt. I didn't understand why until I saw her taking pictures. Yellow-green bruises along my ribs from 2 months ago. Bruises on my arms that never fully healed before the next one came. I need to ask you some questions alone, she said, and my mom stepped out. I told her the truth, that this had been happening for over a year, that it happened almost every time I saw my cousin, that her parents thought it was funny. The doctor told me she was required by law to report injuries like this, especially with a pattern like mine. I didn't think much of it right then. I just wanted my arm to stop stinging. 3 weeks later, my mom got a call from Aunt Denise, screaming that a caseworker had shown up at her house asking questions about Harlow. Not about the bite, about Harlow herself, about bruises on her that didn't match the explanations she gave, and about how heavy-handed things were at home. Your daughter did this to us, Aunt Denise said. You people ruined our family over one slap. My mom didn't back down. The doctor reported what she found on my daughter's body. Whatever they found on Harlow isn't on us. My dad told me later that the caseworker had asked Harlow straight out why she hurt people. She said the only thing that ever happened when she got hurt at home was somebody hitting her back harder, so that's what she figured you were supposed to do. Aunt Denise and Uncle Paul are still under investigation. Harlow doesn't stay at their house on weekends anymore. She stays with my grandma, 2 doors down from me. The first time I saw her after all of it, she walked up slow, no headlock, no bear hug. She just stood there and said, I'm sorry I bit you. It was the first time in 2 years she had ever apologized for anything. I'm moving to Spotify. Search LomuStories and follow.